What's going on, everyone? In today's video, I'm going to show you my 5 best flips from the August textbook season on Amazon FBA. If you don't know who I am, my name is Joji. I'm a high school teacher, but I also sell books on Amazon. I was able to basically do this to pay all of my debt from undergraduate and my master's degree, graduate debt-free. Now I sell well over $200,000 per year of books on Amazon. I basically buy books on Amazon and resell them on Amazon. But with that said, let's get right into the video. All right, so one of my best flips of this month, The Methods of Teaching Agriculture. This is a fascinating book because this book is a pretty old book, came out in 2003, so it's it's about 20 years old. And what you can see when you look at this keeper chart is it does not look impressive at all. 3 sales rank drops, and one of those sales rank drops was when I sold the book over the last year. So this is a book I actually picked up for $16.99. Picked this up on April 15th. Let me show you. You can see right here $16.99 from good old Goodwill Columbus. So yes, Goodwill is definitely selling their books online, which is not honestly a bad thing because you can pick up a lot of their books on Amazon and flip them on Amazon for a profit. Now, most people, when they look at a book like this, they would look at the keeper chart and go, no, absolutely not. This doesn't sell enough. I'm moving on. Its sales rank is up to 3 million. But Joji, on the other hand, takes a look at the entire historical selling data of a book and says, well, what has this book sold for in the past? And one thing that you'll know if we get rid of this new price up here is that this book has seen multiple sales rank drops when the cheapest price on Amazon has been over $100. It also has been very cheap. That's when I picked up a copy. And so I felt like, okay, well, even though this book doesn't sell a lot, I'm investing my money in an asset. And really what I mean by that is my whole goal for buying books is to think of this as investing in an asset, investing in something that holds value. Even if something takes 3 months or 6 months or even maybe a year to sell, my only other alternative is to put in the stock market, which gives me 8% per year, which is still not a bad return at all. But for something like this that has seen multiple sales rank drops over $125, I was like, absolutely. Why wouldn't I? Pick this up for $13 and actually $16.99. I was able to flip it for, let's see, down here on SellerAmp, I think $115. Let's take a look. Just before we started, free Discord group if you're new or if you're intermediate, even if you're advanced, a lot of great people in there. So make sure you check that out. But with that said, let's get right into the video. Yeah, we're able to sell for $119.99. So if we come back over here to SellerAmp, you can see that we bought it for $16.99. It will sell for $119.98, and that left us with a $75 profit. So that was one great flip. All right, this next book that we're going to look at is called The 30 Miracles in 30 Days. And this book absolutely was a miracle because I ended up buying this book for $0. And so here, I'm going to come over here to the order. You can see I bought it on July 24th. I actually bought it for $0. And the reason for that is I use rewards points from my Amazon Rewards Visa Signature credit card. It gives you 5% back on every purchase. Absolutely, hands down, the best credit card for Amazon to Amazon flips because you get a guaranteed 5% return on your money as long as you're actually selling books for a break-even price, which is insane. But what you can do with those reward points is you can decide to either cash them in or you can use them to buy more books. So that's what I do. So if you want a more in-depth video on how to use that reward signature credit card, has an awesome sign-up bonus, $0 annual fee, then check out this video here. But other than that, yeah, I bought this book for $6.60. And again, if we look at the keeper chart, this one is a little bit weird. It's kind of very up and down. Also, it's not continuous from left to right, which means that this book has been out of stock multiple times. But if we come down over here to SellerAmp, we can actually see when we sold this. We were able to sell it on August 7th for a total of $119.99. Guys, we picked up a book for $0 and flipped it for $120. So that doesn't show you how crazy it is to flip books on Amazon. I don't know what does. By the way, guys, I want to let you know that in about a month's time, I'm coming out with an Amazon to Amazon course. Super excited about it. So if you're interested, stay tuned because I'll be giving updates on that. Make sure you join the newsletter because that's where I send up like updates about stuff. But you can find the newsletter down in the description below. But we're able to sell this for $119.99. If we look at this keeper chart, we do see sales rank drops at 120. We see a sales rank drop at 124. We see it a little bit lower at 40. We see a fewer sales rank drops down here. It looks like at 88. Then maybe one down here at 43, another one at 50. So I knew that this was going to be a book that would be a great pickup. It's something that's been in and out of stock. It's kind of very volatile, but it has sales rank drops as high as 120. And I think I put my max price at $119.99 and it just happened to sell somewhat quickly as well. All right, the next book, the third book is Galleria II. It's a language and culture book, a Spanish book. And yeah, I bought this for $10.50. I actually didn't buy this book on Amazon. I found it on Amazon, but I ended up buying it on eBay. But if we scroll down to the keeper chart, you can see the time I bought it was back here in April. And you can see price got down here to basically 11. Actually, no, down here. Bought this book down here on June 16th and was basically able to pick it up for $10.50 on eBay because it was a little bit cheaper. That's why I decided to buy it on eBay, not Amazon. But yeah, if we come down here, look at the order orders page, you can see that we sold it for $149.99. And when we look at the breakdown over on Seller Hub, you can see it left us with a $104 profit. So this is a book that I found with Keep It Deals. Again, Amazon course that I'm working on right now will show you how to use Keep It Deals. I mean, honestly, there's tons of videos on my channel. You probably don't even need the Amazon to Amazon course unless you just want everything packaged nicely and organized together. But I've got tons of sourcing videos and Keep It Deals videos. Like, basically I found it using that strategy. This is a book that seems to have sold for over $100. Not a ton, but definitely has sold for over $100 multiple times. And yeah, decided to pick up a copy, and that was a great flip. All right, the next book is this Biometry book, and bought this for $33. Actually didn't flip it for $3.90, but I did flip it 2 weeks ago on A21 for a total of $169. And when we scroll down the Keep It charts, give you a pair of why I bought this book. You can actually see that the most recent sell before I bought it was at $179. Then there's this one-time large drop in price, went all the way down to $29. I was able to actually pick up a few copies. You can see how the offer count went from 13 down to 7. Looks like some other people also picked up some copies, but we expand the data on this book over the last 4,500 days. I mean, this is a book that has easily sold for over 130, 150, even up to 190. Again, this is a book that came out in 2011, so it's over a decade old, and I don't see a new edition paired with a listing. I couldn't find a new edition out there, so I think this is the most current edition, and I think that this is a book that is going to do really well. All right, the next book that we picked up is the Spanish translated Milady Standard Professional Barbering, and we picked this up on June 3rd of 2023. We picked it up for $45. You can see that here's the purchase date up here. You can see this is the buy cost, and when we scroll down the Keep It chart, again, it's really apparent why I bought this book. This is a Keep It Deals book. You can see that the price of this dropped from $300 all the way down to $45, and before that, multiple sales and drops at basically $145 to $150. So send mine in at $159.99, and mine sold pretty quickly. If we look at the orders here, you can see that it's actually true, $159.99, and that lets us with a profit of $78. By the way, everyone, these are all books that I'm not even touching. These books just go straight to a prep center. I paid $2.25 to get them unboxed, to get them graded, get them packaged up, listed on Amazon, and then sent off to Amazon. And this is why selling books on Amazon has been literally life-changing for me, because I'm a high school teacher. I work during the day. There's really no way for me to be handling all these books, but having a prep center, having Amazon do the fulfillment just makes things possible, really. And yeah, I'm super thankful for this opportunity. Last book that I'm gonna show you is absolutely incredible. This was by far the best flip of the month. Healthcare Administration Concepts and Methodologies. I bought this on February 3rd, and you'll be surprised how much I paid for this. I picked it up for $124.99, and this is actually a 3-volume set. Now, if you look at the description, the person said books are in incredible condition, which meant that probably this was plural and it came with all 3 volumes. But just a pro tip out there, if you ever buy a book set, you really need to make sure it comes with all the books in it, because if it doesn't, it's going to get returned. And in this case, I didn't actually ship it to my prep center. I shipped it to my house because I wanted to inspect it to make sure it came with everything, especially since it's a higher dollar item. Luckily, this thing was actually like in immaculate condition. It came with all 3 volumes, but I was able to pick it up for $125. Look how crazy this book is. If we look down the Keep It chart, you can actually see the point in time when I bought it. So I bought it right here on February, this would have been 3rd, $124.99. The 2 sales ring drops before that were at $650. And if we go and expand to the last 3,000 days, you can see that this was a book set that was selling basically for $1,500. Like, this was a 3-volume set that had a ton of value. Now, again, I was able to look at past historical data and look at, okay, this book got to $159 in the past, and then went back to selling for $900. And then you can see there is a one-time large drop probably on Keep It Deals, where this went all the way down to $47.98. Offer count went from 5 to 4. So someone got an absolutely amazing deal that you got to steal there, as long as it came with all 3 volume sets. And even after that, Recovered was still selling for $875. So, when I saw something similar happen, this got all the way down to my tracker. I was basically tracking it for $200. I was able to pick it up for $124.99. And yeah, let's see how much I sold it for. If we come over here to orders, you can see I sold it for $780. And actually, the crazy thing is someone actually bought it before 2 weeks ago for $780, but they actually canceled the order. So I was like, wow, that's crazy. Oh, they canceled the order, but someone actually bought it. We'll see if they cancel the order. Oh, I mean, it says payment complete. Let's see if they refund it. I don't think that they would, considering that this volume says sold for way more than what I sold it for, and considering the condition it was in. I think this is gonna be great. But what's crazy about this is the return on this was absolutely insane. $124.99. We sold this for $780, which left us with a profit of $520. Absolutely crazy. So that's all I got for you all day. I hope you enjoyed today's video. I'll see you guys on the next one. Goodbye.